Today we want to discuss on how to deliver bad news. I'm your host Favi Abdurrahman Mohammed. This is Sango Insight. When you are an entrepreneur, it is must for you to come across a bad news, a disaster, an emergency, an epidemic, a thing which you have not foreseen, a lot of things which are negative. That's why you see that those who indulge in entrepreneurship are so few. A lot of people are in employment spaces because they fear the risk associated with being an entrepreneur. Now, when you get the bad news, how can you maneuver around so that you get to adapt hearing of the bad news oftenly and suddenly and surprisingly? Number one, solve the initial problem. I mean this. Even before getting the bad news, make sure you solve that particular incident, that particular activity, that particular event which could lead to the bad news. Solve that immediately. Let's say you are running a business. Get your licenses so that you don't get into problems with the government of the day, with the county government, with the area government. Get yourself the fire extinguishers and everything so that even if it happens that there is a fire outbreak, you are able to extinguish that particular fire. Do things prior. Solve things prior. Solve the issues, problems, and all the menaces prior so that you don't indulge yourself in these activities afterwards. Number two, seek advice from those who are superior than you, who have experienced that particular issue. Go sit with them, ask them, if this and this happens, what is the immediate response? How can I maneuver through this problem? What can I do so I can finish this thing once and for all? How can I deal with this rude, rogue employee of mine? How can I change this particular institution? What can I do? How can I do? When can I do? What can I do? Number three is don't give surprises of bad news. Nobody likes to be surprised whenever they are being given a bad news. Let's say you are head of a company and the company is not doing good and you want to retrench some of the employees of that particular company. It is your duty to give those employees prior 3-month advance warning that the company financials are not good. And if God does not help, we will lay off some of you guys, so that the person can get emotionally ready to handle that particular issue. He can look for other job, he can try other things, but don't you ever surprise someone with bad news. Surprises are good with good news. People like to be surprised with good news. Oh, you are getting a newborn baby. Your wife is pregnant. Your child is number one in that particular faculty. You are the first person to win this award. Some things like that. People ears want to hear things like that, but not a bad news. Number four, always deliver the bad news early. There are those people who normally get bad news, but they keep the bad news for weeks and weeks. They combine stresses upon themselves. There is this Swahili word which are normally used by the Gen Zs, says sema ikutoke, ama niseme initoke, something like that. I don't remember it. But as soon as you keep that thing for yourself, it may harm you psychologically, physically, and emotionally. Deliver it earlier on so that you get earlier responses. Number 5, take responsibility of your action. Maybe the bad news has arisen because of a bad thing you did, because you mishandled that particular client, because you did not come to the work earlier on, because you did not do your assignments earlier, because you wanted to be equal with your boss and you have a misunderstanding with your boss. Take responsibility. Be honest. They say honesty is the first chapter of wisdom. Be honest with yourself. Take the full responsibility. Be a man on your fault. Last but not the least, follow up your solutions. If you take responsibility, the next thing is to bring solution. Follow up through that solution. Make sure the solution you're giving out is the right solution. Make sure you solve that particular menace, you solve that particular problem, and everything is running smooth in that particular company, in that particular institution, in that particular organization, in that particular company. These are my advices to you as an entrepreneur or as any person who is indulging himself in a very important thing. But those 6 steps I've given you are going to help you on how to maneuver around bad news, stress, anxiety, and everything that is negative. Now, if you find value out of this video, kindly don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel Sango Insights, and leave us a comment so that we can know how you handled bad news in your life. Thank you so much.